A very good afternoon to you and welcome to Lunchtime News, coming to you live and direct from the Newsfirst Centre here in Colombo. I'm Florine Rajendran. Let's start off with a look at your headlines.
Issues surrounding the issuance of permits from strike action along the Southern Expressway. Opposition prepares to form a different alliance. Former President pledges that he will not leave the SLFP. British woman who took toddler to Syria sentenced to 6 years in jail for joining ISIS.
Speaking at an event held in Kandy yesterday, former President Mahinda Rajapaksa assured that he will not leave the SLFP. The former president made this statement upon his arrival at the Augustavatta Vijayarama temple in Kandy.
Difficult times have come. We were under the impression that massive changes have come to pass, but this change has taken a different nature. Revenge and vengeance is beginning to spread. They are leveling false charges. The person who once said that I had finances worth $18 billion in the bank is now saying that the claim that was made was false. One of the ministers had made a statement recently saying that measures will be taken to arrest one of the Rajapaksas in about a week's time before Independence Day. Aren't these tasks entrusted with the police and the AG? The ministers have taken up these tasks.
I'm a paramparagatha Sri Lanka කාරයෙක්. ඉතින් මම ශ්‍රී ලංකා නිදහස් පක්ෂය අතහැරලා කවදාකවත් ගිහිල්ලා නැහැ. තවමත් ඉන්නේ මේ ශ්‍රී ලංකා නිදහස් පක්ෂයේ. එයා බලමු ඉතින් අයින් කරොත් බලා ගන්න පුළුවන් ඒ වෙලාවට.
The private bus operators of the Southern Expressway launched a strike action this afternoon. Chairman of the Lanka Private Bus Owners Association, Gamanu Vijayaratna, said they engaged in the strike in protest over the deployment of buses on a temporary basis along the Southern Expressway from Maharagama to Galle and Mathura. However, the Ministry of Transport says steps have already been taken to issue permits for buses operating on the Southern Expressway under proper tender procedures. Secretary of the Ministry, Nihal Somavira, said that the subject minister had presented a cabinet paper in this regard, adding that they were awaiting its approval. Speaking at an event held in Hatporua, Suryavava, Minister of Housing and Construction Sajith Premadasa expressed these views on state employment programs.
I'm very happy to know that we will resolve the issues surrounding employment where the youth of the country, including graduates, are sent from place to place without proper jobs. I believe that the youth of the country who were graduated through our free university education system could render a service to our nation. I would like to state at this moment that our government is committed to appoint graduates to the state sector.
Organisation of Engineering Association distributed pamphlets as a mark of protest against the bilateral agreement that is scheduled to be signed between India and Sri Lanka. Though the distribution of leaflets, the Organisation of Engineering Association seeks to create awareness among the public on the agreement seeking for exchange of technical and economic assistance between Sri Lanka and India. The organisation charges that this agreement will bring in a negative impact on the engineering and technical sectors. Leaflets will be distributed in Colombo, Fort and Maradana today. Two lorries which were transporting teak exceeding the amount as provisioned in the license were taken into custody by the Galgamuwa Forest Range officials. Our correspondent stated that the stock of teak which were being transported from Anuradhapura to Muratua were around 300,000 rupees more than the licensed amount. The Galgamuwa police have arrested the 4 suspects and seized the 2 lorries they were travelling in, and the suspects will be produced before the Galgamuwa Magistrates Court today. A foreign woman was found dead in a hotel room in the Morogol area in Alutkama today. The police stated that the victim was a 28-year-old woman of Bulgarian nationality. The police media unit stated that the cause of death has not yet been ascertained. The post-mortem examination is scheduled to take place at the Nagoda hospital. Meanwhile, the Sri Lanka Navy states that search operations for the 5 fishermen who went missing following a deep-sea collision involving their fishing trawler and another ship is continuing for its second day today.
Navy media spokesperson Captain Akram Alevi said that the 2 Dora vessels which were sent to locate the missing fishermen had returned to the harbour last evening following an unsuccessful rescue mission. Meanwhile, the search operations unit of the Department of Fisheries said that another vessel owned by one of the missing fishermen was located at sea. The trawler, which set out to sea on the 28th of January carrying a number of fishermen, had collided with a ship approximately 40 nautical miles southeast of the Little Bases Reef. A fisherman was rescued out of the 6 fishermen who were on board the trawler. The 5 missing fishermen are residents of Hikkadua and Dodangdua. A demonstration was held in Galle yesterday urging the relevant fishermen to intervene in locating the missing fishermen.
Well, that's a wrap of the lunchtime bulletin for the day. You can log into our website www.newsfirst.lk for these stories and much more. For the Newsfirst team, I'm Florine Rajendran. Have a wonderful day ahead of you.